No, you got it.
All right.
Dude, is it kind of leaves on a cliffhanger.
No, you got it.
So you know
Yeah.
All right, we know you're a rapper. Like you don't have to.
What? I'm just throwing out. Oh shit.
All right. We know.
Hey, somebody hand me my jewels.
We in here. We're down here in the basement. We starting from the foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, Tyrez, and the place to be. I know what it is.
I'm the best and been the best. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know about it.
Right. No
I ain't
matter.
like these other.
Right. Exactly. No matter what. We in the music class like real G Duke. You know what I'm saying? We getting that education so we can bring it to the stage, bring it to the people. You know what I'm saying?
I like the lyric.
Okay. Oh, nice. Very well arranged. Okay. All right. So here's my thought. So, what I'm feeling like is, I wanna both thank you all and apologize for. I feel like a lot of time I'm just like, go, and then you're like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then sometimes I think a lot there is a purpose to that. But I want to demystify the infinite amount of choices that can happen in a jam context and create some like foundational go-tos that whether we're talking about chord progressions or bass lines or melodies, lyrics, like access points that make it easier for us to jumpstart a jam session. A lot of what I do is that. It's like knowing, or at least initially, like sometimes if I feel stuck, I also know, okay, where are my go-tos? Where are my comfort zones? What are the genres that work best? Or like, what kind of grooves do I want to sit in? And from there, before I even say a word or sing or play anything, that context allows things to fit in their place. So I'd like to like do a little of that kind of work with you guys tonight. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yep.
Would that be helpful? You think so? Okay, we'll see. I think it will be. So, all right, first things first.
I knew. That's what I was thinking.
I would like one or two people. I want to, maybe we don't have to go around to everybody, but I would like to do one or two people our little exercise about starting a jam, starting an idea. Is anyone feeling brave, like they want to start an idea, just solo? Anybody?
Chill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's our rapper energy, you know what I'm saying? That's what we love, that MC energy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the context, I feel like you volunteered before you fully knew what you were getting into, but that's great. So, the context is, imagine nobody's playing and you need to start a new jam, a new song. How would you go about doing that? Like, give us an example of what you might do in order to start a song for the band.
A lot of humming.
No, don't talk about it. I need you to do it.
Alright, shit. If you see it, then you grab it, then you notice, you can snatch it. Everything that I see, it always fucking happens. Niggas call it magic, some call it luck. I just call it God did it like lightning does struck. Like, fuck with me, you do see. Fuck with me, if you do breathe. Fuck with me, if you do see. Fuck with me. Hey, nigga, what you want to see?
Hey, give it up for that. That was great. That was really good. Okay, what did you guys notice? What do you think about that worked? What do you think? Was that an idea that you feel like you could have come in on? And if so, why?
It was rhythm in his words, I think. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I think that's what I thought that was.
No, you know what that means? Yeah, you said that. Yes, there was like strong rhythm in what he was saying, right? And so that made it easy to like catch a vibe, basically. Yeah. Right. Okay. Any other thoughts? What do we think really anything else that captured you about that as an initial idea?
Yeah. It picked the genre, you know.
Okay, so it gave us direction because you already knew where we were going, right? So yeah, there was, and in case you're not, because there's things we do subconsciously or we're not necessarily intellectually interacting with why we make these choices, but those are some really strong things you did. Like you set the tempo for the band very distinctly. Like I knew exactly where I needed to be. The feel was there, the flow was there, the groove was there. And then on top of it, I knew what the genre was. And also like, was that a written?
No.
That was off the top?
Yeah.
That was hot.
Yeah.
That was hot. That was hot.
Thanks.
But also on top of it, I will say I feel like those lyrics were relatable. Like just from an audience standpoint, I also think we locked in because like the content felt like it was strong content. I guess I'm just saying. It's like that was dope. That's what I'm saying. Give it one more time for Tyler. Yeah. That was dope. That was dope. All right, we have another volunteer. Can we get one or two more people trying something out?
Put on another instrument.
When you're what?
I would on the other instruments, but
I don't know. I feel like you know you spoke up. I feel like maybe you wanna try it on the bass.
I try it on the bass.
Yeah, this is what we're here for. You know what I mean? No wrong answers.
Okay, let's see. What do we got on the bass?
Oh wait, are you plugged in?
I'm not. No, the bass sounds best when it's unplugged.
What?
I like that you said
No, it doesn't.
That was good. That was good.
What?
That's good.
Is that true or is that modesty?
That's just like an old bass joke,
It's a
basically.
joke.
It's like,
Oh.
You don't want to hear the fucking bass.
No.
Oh.
Oh, let's plug. We gotta plug you up though. Plug you up. You got a cable?
That
Okay, we're gonna
horrible
switch.
stereotype.
Real quick. Oh well.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we shouldn't be using that app at all.
I know, like,
Mark 230?
That's not.
I really like the gain on it.
You like it?
I
It's a
love the
guitar
game.
amp though.
I like it.
It might break.
Wait, but let me.
No, it's gonna break. No, for real, it'll break.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not because I hear you.
I don't think you hear that game though. But yeah, I felt that. Which one can I do?
We're gonna you guys can share this
Cool.
amp. We'll see.
I can also switch guitar keys.
No. We're not gonna. We don't need to jump around. We're just gonna get
Worst
you
case
one.
scenario, you can just have it and I'll just sing the whole time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's fine. Like you're,
I'm
you're
more of a
trying to,
guitarist.
you're trying to, you're trying to get out of your habit. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay?
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, cool. All right, turn that a little bit for me.
So I'll turn off this one. I can't use that one.
Okay, so yeah, if you were gonna start a jam, Tristan, if you're gonna start a jam, how would you start it?
cool, can I use this?
On the bass.
That's it.
Yes, that one you can use.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. So I'm just unplug it.
Yeah, you
Keep it going. Okay, good. Give me that description. Okay. How do we feel? Do we feel
No, that was a vibe.
that was a vibe? Okay, so we got that was a vibe. You guys feel like y'all could have come in on that groove, on that as a foundation to start something?
It
How
was
y'all
real
feel?
It
inviting.
was like,
It was really inviting.
busy,
Yeah.
but it was also, I could do shit with it at the same time.
Okay. Anything else? Any other thoughts about that? What do you think worked about that?
Is it harder to start on certain instruments rather than others? Like,
It's easier to start with instrument you practice.
Right. It is like, yeah, I do think that's an interesting point because you primarily play guitar.
Yeah.
So you have to be like in a different mindset in order to play
Right.
on the bass. I do think you kind of still picked a guitar-y thing,
It was
which
very
is fine.
Yeah. It was very guitar-y.
Very guitar-y. And honestly, just put it down an octave. Can I hear that same thing down an
Let's
octave?
see.
All right, now it's bass. But yeah, like getting behind the philosophical space of like, what is my job here?
Right.
yeah, that's good.
And I guess ultimately that's kind of what I'm trying to arrive at, which is like there's individual jobs we have, but there are standard jobs
Right.
that we all have that make it easier to communicate an idea, start an idea. So rhythm, like a strong rhythm foundation is one of them, right? I think, the rhythm is also clear here. I feel like I think I would, some personal recommendation to you is to start with an idea that maybe is a little bit more comfortable for you. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're gonna be a little wobbly, try to find your space where you feel a little bit more secure, especially as the person starting it, because
Right.
the mistake that I see a lot is that people think that the drums are the job of the drummer.
Right.
The job is all of ours. And if the drummer stops, the difference a lot of times between I find like highly experienced band and an amateur band is that when the drummer stops, if it's an experienced band, the groove doesn't move. The time doesn't move. You still, even if the drums disappear, it's still, you could hear the drums in your mind if you tried. You see what I'm saying? So rhythm being the foundation for anything we start makes it really easy for us to come in. I also like that you had a lot of repetition with what you were doing, right? It was like a short phrase. It was like almost like a hook.
Yeah.
In the sense it was like it's this short repeatable thing and everybody can easily access it.
Right.
So that's like a good way to start a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I want one more. Can we get one more? You? Oh yeah?
I do, but like,
But you don't know how to work that?
No, now it turned on. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was turning it on and off, and
I know you be, but you be showing up though. You be ready to nap, but you do be here. I I want to see you restful, but I also love how like. Hold on 1 second. I just want to say I also love that when you're tired, you'll say whatever, and I'm very. Like musically, I love what it pulls out of you where like I can't give a fuck. I just love that. Like I can't be bothered to give a fuck, so I'm gonna talk about.
It's almost like being drunk.
a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, sleep deprivation.
All the impotence just drift away.
I don't want to encourage bad habits, but sleep deprivation can be a hack.
Just don't try.
No, I'm not. I don't want to get distracted.
No.
But here's what I'll say. Try to do something once. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're really sleep deprived to the point you're punch drunk and then you created a bunch of music, see how that feels. Because then when you're not sleep deprived, you can still possibly access that point, that energy point you were at. Like what was different? How did I get here? You know, what was I think that's the same thing. Like I feel like drugs oftentimes are access points. Like if you experience yourself drunk, you're like, oh shit. Right, like it's that you realize the difference in the like perception of reality and how you move.
That's true.
But just don't rely on the thing.
And that's the trap.
That's the trap. Don't rely on the thing. It's like one time you felt it, you're like okay, and then you gotta figure out how to do it.
Yeah, you gotta remember.
It's like a cheat code almost. It's like infinite lives or whatever you want.
It is. You gotta chill. Don't get too close to the type shit.
Anyway, real shit.
Yeah.
All right, Youssef, please. Seems like you had something on your heart.
Trying to go out. I'm gonna try and get out of my comfort zone. Damn it.
Turn off.
See, this is what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, what happened? There's no lights
all
no
the way
more.
up. Yeah, literally. Like it just turns on and off, and I don't.
Sabotage.
Right, literally.
Plug to this amp.
Yeah, I was hoping I didn't have to get to that. But
Yeah, there's two inputs, so it's fine.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Just plug in the whole one.
I didn't know that.
That's what PF.
So cool.
Bass.
Huh? Okay.
Ready to be loud.
Wait.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
That's a White Stripes song right there. That's a White Stripes song right there. Bet. Okay, how did you guys feel? Did you feel like that was something that was easily, oh, I think you dropped it.
Something's been spilled.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
But it's good.
Did it spill out or just
Nah,
you get lucky?
Something spilled on my ankle. I mean, I know that much.
Yeah, I got it.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Thank you guys. What was I saying? Something or other. Yeah. How did you guys feel? Did you guys feel like that was something easy for you to come in on? And if not, why? Or if so, why?
I feel like melodically it was good, but like I think just the rhythm was like a bit on and off in terms of like when the one. I was hoping to find the one.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Any other comments?
I feel like it was like calling for, like, I don't know. I feel like it was, I'm using a lot of vague words, but I feel like it was calling. Like it wanted like Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I hear some shit, like, because I don't have a lot of music terminology in my head, it sounds like this, but it felt like it wanted me to say, it wanted someone to, it was like, it didn't feel like, it felt like it was good by itself, but it wasn't, it could do good with other things.
Sure. Okay, but well, what the question is, because I feel like,
Is that?
so that sounded like a good thing? Like it made you want something else to come in, or
Yeah,
maybe
but it
give
also-
you inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking like personally, I guess. Like as far as like why it works with a group, like a bunch of instruments.
Yeah.
I think because it has a lot of openings. I'm starting to see like a pattern. Because it leaves openings and it has a foundation, that it leaves openings. It's not like so, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right. It felt like it has a lot of openings and it's very simple to the point where a lot of things can be added within it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm hearing there's space.
Yeah, space.
So there's space for the rest of the ensemble, so
Space.
that's something important. I guess I do feel like it was a catchy line, like it was a nice, like the repetition of it was nice, the way you, and yeah, I think where we want to lock in a little more is just like making sure, if you're starting idea especially, on the bass, getting the rhythm tight so that we're not confused where we all are together, right? So, that being said, one more time for Yusef.
Yeah.
Here we go. I think this is a good segue into just like, I'm gonna try not to be too abstract, but the one thing I do want to say is like, there is like, basically like, in jamming, maybe in music in general, but especially in improvised music, it's like risk assessment, right? There are things you have to decide, like how far out on the limb you're gonna go, depending on the circumstances. So for me in general, if I'm the one starting an idea, okay, I'm gonna do something pretty. Well, maybe not me. I'll be doing too much, but it's actually easy based upon like what you know you can pull off. That's really important. Doing something that's easy for you to pull off, that allows it, first of all, for you not to get in a emotional space where you feel uncomfortable. Like trying to manage your own feelings is important, and then it makes it a lot easier for us to build onto something from that place. Does that make sense? And there are other times when you're gonna want to be flying high and like, you know, we're like, all right, we've been sitting still for too long. How can I do something that pushes us out of our comfort zone? Because it maybe sounds good, but what if? But the sounding good is that's the prerequisite. I don't see people always abiding by. You know what I'm saying? Like people be taking a lot of risks, but it's like, are we taking a risk that makes sense in these circumstances? See what I'm saying? Life is risk. Everything is a risk, actually. Now this is what I was trying to avoid, Tyrell. Now I'm like getting off on a whole other thing. But like, but you know, even saying it's like it's so important about context, right? Like you could have the same job and be like, well, this is the safe choice, but then that job can go bankrupt, and now you ain't got a job anyway because you was afraid to take a risk. So risk always exists in context. Is really the point I'm trying to make. So in the beginning of a song, the context is like we need something very solid, something foundational, something that things can easily be elaborated on. And also, especially in a group when you don't know the people, you're getting to know them. So if you start, again, the risk of can I pull it off and can the other people pull it off? If you start too high in the sky, you're more likely to have a crash. Does that make sense to y'all? Yeah? Nay? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So if that makes sense, let's get into some practical ways we can accomplish this. So if you're starting a jam, like from like a theory context, like what are some ways? I'm trying to make this question not too abstract. What do you think is the simplest way to enter?
Root note, or on bass root notes.
Open note.
2-5-1.
Okay. You say, okay, open note, you said 2-5-1. Any other, what's the simplest way to enter?
Just holding one note out.
Okay, holding one note out, okay. Any other ideas?
Silence.
Very avant-garde, very John Cage. Yeah, I mean, you guys hit the nail on the head. I would even argue 2-5-1 might be too much.
Yeah.
Depending on the context. This is what I'm saying, depending on the context. people, I'm not even gonna get into people right now, but people seem to feel like they need more than one note. But that's, if you can't, some people would argue if you can't make good music with one chord, one note, one whatever, then you couldn't do it with a million notes. So I see that a lot where people are anxiously trying to play a bunch of stuff, but we're actually missing out on the music because we're taking too much risk without enough foundation. Does that make sense? So let's just talk about like I want us to play music. I want us to try this out and see if we can how compelling we can make the music with one note. With one note or one I guess, well, one note. There's no chordal instrument, so one note. So let's start there. Anyone have a key they want? What's the note? Someone pick a note. Okay, what is that?
What the fuck is that?
In concert.
It is.
Test.
A.
A?
Yep.
Nope. Wait, you play? Oh, you might be an intonation thing. I got A flat, but that might be because maybe.
I mean, I'm playing after B flat.
I'm getting A flat. A flat too. You getting A flat? Okay, cool. Did everyone tune, by the way? I always gotta make sure. Okay, everybody tune up. This is.
Let me actually get my phone because I just grabbed it. I didn't tune it at all.
All right, so this is all right. This is a great. While y'all do that, this is a great example of how we sabotage
A flat.
ourselves.
No, yeah, I just named it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a tuner inside the pocket there, plug-in tuner.
So a good. I think another great key to a great jam often comes down to the pregame, the preparation. These are the kind of things that when we're in our emotional selves, we may overlook, and we've sabotaged ourselves from having a good experience, right? Are we sure we're all tuned up? How does, and that might mean warming up if you're a vocalist. It means tuning up if you're an instrumentalist, and making sure you're just not setting yourself up for the fuck moment. You know what I mean? How do y'all, let me ask a question. Does everybody here have a warm-up?
Yeah.
For my instrument?
Yeah.
No.
Be honest. Okay, who has a warm-up?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you got a warm-up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay, we're split.
I listen to music, all right, in accordance to before I go into a studio session, or like I said, I go into a jam.
Yeah.
Even before I came here, I listened to either certain types of songs or just instrumentals.
Okay, you know
For
what?
my
So
ear,
you know
though.
what I'm saying? Right. So
Right.
what I will say is if you're a person who does that, like people disregard the psychological aspect.
Yeah.
But like, what was it? Kobe Bryant was saying, he was saying crazy. He was saying that for years he would just start every game with the Halloween theme song. Like he would just play
The Michael Myers thing.
Yeah, the Michael Myers and dun, 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 over and over and
Because he
over
was about to
again.
get into a certain mode.
Right, like he's like a method, like he wanted to put himself in this stone cold killer mentality. So,
Yeah.
so to that point, as an MC, I mean, there are vocal exercises you could go and do, but the mental game is also what we're talking about. So putting yourself in that state of mind, like I'm about to go off, does matter.
Yeah.
It matters a lot. And I'll give one other example really quickly. Prince is like that too. There are tons of people like that. Like Prince actually is he's not a confident person by his own admission. But you would have never guessed that, right? Like Prince would get in front of the mirror before every show and be like, "You're the best who ever done it. You're the one." He even had a whole song called Cream that I always reference because that song is literally it's called Cream.
Okay.
And it is literally the lyrics are just affirmations that he would say to himself in the mirror before shows.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that person you're perceiving as so excellent on their instrument or singing or whatever, don't neglect the mental component. So I love that. That counts. That absolutely counts. That's a great point. And so you guys have I assume you guys were talking about a more physical warm up. Okay, what is Amelia? What does your warm up look like for you? Like, do you have exercises?
Yeah, but they're like Indian.
Okay. Would you mind giving us an example?
Okay, so like, I like turn on. In understandable, I would turn on like a drone, and then I would like do the sa ba sa ba sa, and then like hold each of those,
Mm-hmm.
and then do like some random like complex, like to do like riffs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would like sing something that I'm like well practiced in.
So, right. So, I mean, would these be like ragas in this context, or?
Maybe, or like there's certain like compositions that I know are like dense that I'm well versed in them, so I'll use them as like more warm-ups as opposed to like singing them.
Okay, nice. And I think that's a great practice. I was trying, I want to get to the playing part, but I do think that we oftentimes underestimate how much. That's also a lot of times the difference between professionals and amateurs. Is that to that same subject, like Kobe, he was before the game. He was taking shots sometimes 2 or 3 hours ahead, just taking hundreds and hundreds of shots.
That makes sense.
So that once he got to the actual game, it was just like another shot. It wasn't like a big moment. It wasn't like a fuck. What do I come up with? His body and mind was already primed to be in the place that he trained himself to be in. You see what I'm saying? But when we start cold, we're like, in this context is a workshop, so it's fine. But I don't know, like there's some people who might, before they come to a class, they you warm up by yourself on the way, or like whatever you need to do, because it primes your mind and your body to not be overwhelmed by this, here's this new thing. No, you've been playing music all day, bro.
Yeah, that happens in dance a lot. It's like you usually have like 10 minutes before the class starts to warm up on your own, but then the class starts with the warm up. Right.
Yeah, and I commonly see that overlooked in these musical spaces, but just something to consider.
So, like, from an injury perspective, I think it's like so important. Like, specifically in dance, but also like in singing and like probably in instruments too. Like, if you start cold, you like set yourself up to like trip over.
Absolutely. And I didn't prioritize that sentiment. I feel like that's what you hear more about a warm-up, but absolutely. You're like making sure that your body, again, getting your body in the space where it is actually prepared to do this thing. And then that actually makes it easier for you to go out on a limb, try new things, because you're not cold. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going what's that thing called? Man, words are escaping me. When you cramp up, or you're not gonna be stiff. You're not gonna cramp up.
It's the same thing with cars. Like if you supposed to in the winter, you're supposed to warm the car up.
Yo, fuck that shit.
Yeah, if
That's crazy.
if it's 15 degrees outside,
the amount of like anger. Fuck that. Yo.
I've had to sit in my car so many times and wait for the engine to fucking.
Well, you turn the bitch on and go back inside and then wait a little.
It's so annoying.
Do you have a car? No.
In Texas.
Yeah, what?
In Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
My youth.
Texas. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back to the central theme here. So let's just get to starting a song with one note as our central thesis. Let's see how musical we can be as a group with one note. Now we need, who wants to be the lead vocalist on this particular song? There's only 2 of y'all, so.
I quite literally never want to lead anything, so.
That means you should lead.
Wow.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there's a bunch of folks. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Well, don't jump all up at once. Who else?
I want to sing.
Alright, sorry. I'm sorry. You kept doing that. I was like, you trying to?
See me in the corner, just like there, and
My
then
bad.
is anybody
My bad.
like okay?
I'm sorry.
I'm not part of this.
That wasn't shade at all. I'm sorry. That was my peripheral vision. All right, no. Okay, so can we get you over on the mic then? So can you come over on this side? Yeah, just mute that. Maybe lay that on the couch.
I'll play this.
Do it.
All right. So what did we pick? We picked A flat.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in A flat.
Oh, I don't get to pick it. Okay.
I said if I knew how to play the saxophone, I wouldn't have to make women laugh so much. That was a joke. That was.
Wow, that was like double though, because you like making a joke about how we have to make a joke.
It was a joke.
That's crazy.
Start practicing the saxophone.
Oh damn.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So just one note and just hold it. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't just have to go, like, but choose a note and you can be rhythmic with that note.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm also going to suggest you choose a word,
Okay.
but just one word, and use that as your starting place.
Any word?
I'm scared, but yeah. Now I'm terrified. Any word. It's like, yeah, literally any word.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, hold on. Now, so let's all find a note. Huh? Yeah.
So maybe not a swing.
No.
Right, we're on YouTube, guys.
No, never.
Everybody, let's hear your A flat. That was better. Okay, with the low. Okay. Wait, okay, everyone, quiet for 1 second. Jen, let me hear you. Okay, cool. All right, now we're gonna do let's do a drone moment. Okay, everybody together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Okay, nice. Okay, so now again, so this is the center of our universe now. This is the gravitational pull. Everything else we do is going to be based around this central gravity. This is our planet. A flat is our planet right now, okay? So, I guess I will start.
Sorry.
Was you rocking out?
Planet A flat. Sorry.
Planet A flat, yeah. That's going to be our album. That's great. Alright, I'm going to just pick a basic groove and then we'll start me, bass, sax, and then I want to get the voices involved, okay? Sound good? Alright. One note samba.
Hell yeah.
That was real. It's very
That's what I
relatable.
wanted to tell you. Like
Very relatable.
I only do scream vocal warm ups.
I see.
I don't A lot of shit. Shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. So.
Great warm ups.
Okay. Couple things I want to say. But actually, let me ask y'all first. How'd y'all feel?
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like I could have done more. But
It was a little one note.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, right,
really?
Thanks.
So what I will say is this, right? Like, okay,
I'm not
we
Put your hand down.
honestly, that was a song though.
Yeah.
Like that was a hip hop track. Like that was a song, and I think people forget that. Like, okay, with one note, you can already have established something by using good like rhythm, like create. Like I think you could have been a little bit more rhythmic.
Yeah.
You could have, you could have flexed a little more rhythmically. And so that's what I actually want to do. I want us to try it again, and that's how I want us to flex rhythmically. Now, I want you to try. Can you sing the same note as the saxophone? Can you play it?
You want me to do higher or like?
Maybe lower.
I can go lower.
There it is.
Okay, yeah, just say it like that.
Fuck. Okay, amazing. All right, so let's play it again, and this time I want us to be a little bit more rhythmic in our approach. One note, but only focus on being rhythmic. Make
Try
sense?
to blend it with the sax.
Try to blend with the sax. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. You don't have to do exactly what the sax does, but sing that note.
Alright.
Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do we feel like that worked better or worse than the first time?
I like the first one better.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you like about the first one better, do you think?
I think because I can kind of feel it coming together.
Okay, why do you feel, what do you think of,
I told
what do you
you
think
what-
about it made it come together?
Maybe because you know what, that one felt like more like I felt like everyone was doing it. Was the second one felt a little bit more individual. The first one felt more like because it was just it began to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then am I saying?
It feels like the second one didn't really come together like the first one did.
No, it kind of was like forced together, and it works.
I think we're just trying too hard.
Yeah.
Maybe.
a
Maybe
little
it was
bit.
also trying to recreate a moment rather
Ah,
than
that's
in
the
moment.
thing.
I think
Okay.
that's what you're trying to
Yes.
do.
Trying to recreate something that you naturally just made happen. You start trying to.
Trying
And
to-
was
Alright.
everybody
Felt
following
that.
the rules? I don't think so. Like the one note thing?
That second time, well, here's what's interesting. I think we was all trying to follow the rule. Maybe we
But
didn't.
also being you.
Yeah, but I think, huh?
I
You were definitely, wait.
I heard beat rhythm.
No, actually, you
was
played.
trying
I
to
feel
be
like there was some fifths in there. Were there some
No, it was
fifths?
all
It was all octaves. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, right. All right. So let's not try so hard. So when I said be rhythmic,
Yeah.
you don't have to just be rhythmic for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's try. Let's see if we can find the middle ground. Let's try one more time.
Alright.
1, 2, 3. Try getting something with the sax. Alright, bring it down just a little bit. Okay, I like your ideas, but again, let's just try to stay in tune with the saxophone, okay? Like that was a nice melody, but for the sake of the exercise, just try and see if you can be in tune with the sax. You know what I mean? There we go. Here, listen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good. Okay, good job, guys. Very good job. Okay, so now, nice. The idea would be, now that we have our center of gravity, now we also can access the rest of the notes. But I want everything to be about coming back to the one, coming back to A flat. Okay, so if you want to go, or whatever, as an example, right? But everything should be about coming back to the one. Has anyone in here heard of target notes?
Yeah.
Targeting? Yeah.
So
What is your understanding of targeting?
It's like the note that usually it's like home or it's like it's in the key of what you're playing, but it's like you play other stuff that might not necessarily be in the key or like in the key center necessarily, but as long as you're targeting the note that you're getting to eventually, like you play other stuff, but then you end with the target note. Is that kind of how it is?
Yes, absolutely. So basically, and you did say it, I think the point, the salient point, and this is really useful in a lot of musical contexts. It kind of doesn't, don't go out on the street and say I said this like this, but kind of a lot of this shit don't matter as long as you land on your target note. So you can do a lot of bullshit. You can do a whole lot of bullshit.
Call it jazz.
You can call it jazz as long as you land on your target note, which in this case is A flat, right? So whatever, if you're and it sounds intentional because well, at least my opinion is why it sounds intentional is you're actually playing with this balance of like solid, the foundational, and then you're again taking risks, you're exploring, you're going out, you're having an exploration. It's almost like an inhale exhale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You always land, you jump up, but you land, you find yourself back on the ground. And I actually think like our minds and our ears and our bodies resonate very strongly with this relationship. So you can play with that idea and go either something that's a little bit more in, right? Or play with that idea and go, you can do something that's weird or out, but you're still playing with that relationship because you know that you can rely on it coming back to center base, right? So let's see if we can extrapolate on this idea. Let's continue to try and make music with this one note as the foundation. We found the foundation, that note. Right. But now you can explore other notes, but just make sure you come back. Try to vocally come back to that note. Are we down to try that out? Now I feel like I want to get. I just need to get the other vocalists. I mean, are you awake? You're awake.
Drugs.
Like, okay, I want us to try and take turns doing this. So you're gonna take the no. You take the first turn. There it is, right there. And then we're gonna take turns. Y'all down for that?
So it
Okay,
doesn't
cool.
matter. Thanks though.
You're gonna go get it. Are you gonna no get it? Or okay, you got egg. Okay. You want to be egg today?
I'm gonna do whatever.
No, I just got my name.
Got it.
After my turn, can I get a hit? No? Alright, cool.
Really? They were asking.
What?
They were asking.
After my turn, can I get a hit? Yes.
Do you want it before or after?
No, after.
The vocals, you gotta keep the.
But it also might open you up here.
Unless I'm doing more
Ooh, balance.
true, but like
It might close you
I
up
wanna
here.
yeah, I need to keep my diaphragm open. I wanna try and challenge myself, and it's just like
If you can sing well after you hit the, then you can sing well.
that just sounds more like a challenge than
Oh my
anything.
That's like
God,
what you
you're
said
such
about
a bad
being exhausted. That's
influence.
like what you said about being exhausted and sleep deprived. If you can do it then, you can do it easier when you have it.
That's true. I do say, they say, if you studied sober, take the test sober. If you studied high, take the test high. That's what I've heard.
I didn't go to high school. I went to school high. That's the most like overused shit.
He's not just a saxophone player, he's a rapper.
I'll rap.
I'm a rapper, but I'm a rapper.
I would love that, honestly, if you're down.
Let's hear it.
Okay,
Cypher?
you think
No,
about
it's
that. Alright, so let's do it. So again, the point is, target note, A flat, but then we're gonna weave our way, do some explorations, but just make sure we hit that A flat again. Make sense, guys?
Okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Can we hear that A flat one more time? I just want
Yeah, and if you get lost,
okay.
you're gonna hear it. You can reference any of the instruments. The saxophonist is gonna be doing that. Bass is gonna be doing that. We're all doing A flat. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. Okay, how do we feel about that time?
I lost it in the middle on Met.
What do you mean by lost it?
Oh, I lost the.
The one?
That was the one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I lost the one, the like 15th bar or so.
Oh, you counting and shit? Okay, thank you for keeping it honest, keeping it real.
Yeah.
Any other impressions? What did you think about that time?
Everybody felt comfortable.
I felt a little like scattered a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, what do you think was scattered about it? He's
uh,
like, I disagree. Yes.
What I felt.
This is a dialogue.
What?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just felt like.
Don't do that.
I feel like it wasn't a strong enough like foundation, I guess.
Okay, right. I would agree with that. So, but so let's troubleshoot. What do we think wasn't?
I think more time.
Yeah, and then
I think
More time?
because it was floating in this space of in between the first version and then the second version, but it was getting closer and closer to a better version of the first version.
I feel like everybody was trying different stuff and not letting things play out before trying a new thing.
And did you have more? Or
I was like, I didn't know whether to like just loops like repeat stuff, or kind of like.
Yeah, no, I feel like y'all are all on the money. Here's what I'll say. So, I think there's like two simple approaches that I have to this. So one is like, sometimes you do, it's like, well, you gotta have faith in your idea.
Yeah.
So sometimes you give up on a lot of the time. People give up on their idea, and that's why it's not working. And we get anxious, and we're like, and then nothing ever settles because it's just it's a big ball of every anxiety. Everyone's just like trying to like find each other, and no one ever finds each other because no one's standing still. It's a moving target constantly. So having faith in your idea, both individually and collectively, but then you also got to know it's like this ain't working. There is a point you got to be like, all right, we need to try something else. But usually people give up too early. That's my opinion. There is one other thing we can do in the beginning to simplify this, and it's a funny thing. It just doesn't seem like it seems so natural to me, but maybe that's producer brain or something. But like it seems to be overlooked, which is a lot of the time everyone just starts doing everything at the same time, which means we're not hearing each other even. You know, like if you're arranging a song, usually you have like one thing that comes in. Maybe it's the drums, or maybe it's the bass, or maybe it's just the keys, and then things slowly start getting added, which allows your mind and your body to get used to what's happening and actually accept the information. But when we're all like come in at the same time, plus not really sure of ourselves, now that's like more likely that things are gonna get funky. So I would say, let's try to do it again. Same concept, but one at a time. So that's why I said, let's do drums, bass, sax, and then voice. And we're gonna give you a rest now.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You take a rest, and
say,
who wants to take a swing at the vocals?
Can I ask a question? How did y'all go to reggae? Like, how did you get that? How did y'all switch off to that? Like, that was just like a vibe, or just like,
That was what I was feeling. That was just what I was
The
feeling.
drummer decided.
Like something, yeah. Honestly,
I caught a little vague.
yeah, I was playing like major, and I was like, yes. Also, it reminded me a little of Bam Bam by Sister Nancy. I was like, oh, listen to that, you know?
no, it was.
Bam Bam.
No.
Since you said it's gonna play the bass, I can play up here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm working on stuff.
Okay.
Alright, now I need to find a note.
Don't do A flat.
Why you ain't on A
You
flat?
can do A super flat.
What if we do it?
Why? Maybe, but why?
30% of the shit I say, man.
I feel like
That's all.
it's a half step up. Come on.
Yo, we need the mix.
Half step. Come on. That's a challenge, but it's only, you know.
But also, when you practice,
Yeah.
get
Oh, yeah.
True.
being like,
And that's why we're playing A flat. Sound good at home. Here we're we're here to fuck up. You
You're
gotta
gonna down first, and then go to your note, and that way.
love you. Anyway,
and
let's
then
see.
me all the way up.
Yeah. So I would
Okay,
start
I like
at
this
1,
one.
and then adjust that.
Right. Okay. So now, all right. Now, if we're doing two bass, are we doing two basses? Is
I can
this-
switch the guitar.
I mean, I don't know
The
what
keys.
I don't.
I think you no shade to the double bass actually, but yeah, I think you should switch to guitar.
No shade.
I want to say this is all I know.
Well, let's just find. So let's help Yusef find because you don't know the names of the no names on the fretboard, or do you?
I know tabs. That's about.
It's
Okay.
4 on
basically
E
it.
string.
Okay.
Boom. Just like that. All right.
I should
No, that
put
was literally all I needed.
Okay, great.
Is the phone.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know those songs from Madden. Playing Madden.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So again, we're gonna do this, and this time we're gonna like think about making sure that the idea is solidified before we add ourselves into the mix. And then if it's not quite gelling, we'll see if we can get it to where we need it to be. But again, I'm getting a feeling it's gonna happen a lot faster if we have faith in our idea and we don't maneuver too much. Let things get on solid ground. Make sense to everybody?
Wait, can I add something?
Yes.
Can we also like not move to the next person until we like the idea, not just like have an idea, but like until it like feels like okay vibes, and then we move on.
To the next person?
Yeah.
So you wanna have a few, you wanna make sure,
I just feel like sometimes like okay you have drums and then you like bass and then you like sax before drums and bass sound like a vibe, and then like the more.
oh yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
I won't come in until you give me permission.
I was about to say, it's like I'm gonna need a signal then. Like,
No.
I
I feel like
I
you
like
feel
it.
it. I
You
just
like
feel like
it?
we're like okay, this person did something. Okay, next. Like I feel like that's different from like being like okay vibes,
Okay, yeah.
and then you're like okay now I can find something that I feel like is actually interesting, like an interesting addition as opposed to now.
So
I can
you're-
just fucking go.
Right, are you suggesting, I guess what you're saying is basically don't rush
Yeah.
to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
there's no-
everybody chill the fuck out.
Yeah, see, this is why we like Amelia without her filter.
Oh no.
Everyone, respectfully, chill the fuck out. Is everyone ready to respectfully chill the fuck out?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah? Okay. See? Alright. So again, I'm gonna go, then we come in together, sax, and then let's see what's up. Oh, and actually, oh, we have guitar now. So let's do drums, bass, guitar, sax. Let's make sure the music is settled and lay the foundation for the voice, and then vocals comes in. Make sense, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes! One. I'm just gonna keep playing the same. Man. Okay, hold on. I think you're right. We're already rushing too much.
Yeah.
Let's make sure this actually feels good.
Okay.
We have all the time in the world.
Okay.
There's no time limit on a jam. Right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like that Amelia said, I'm going to the bathroom. I like that. We got time.
You-
Okay,
you-
how do we, any impressions of that jam? How do we feel about that one? The good and the bad, the ugly.
I wanted to do more. I wanted to do more, and like I feel like I did too many spicy notes.
Spicy notes.
So wait, so here's the important question. Why did you want to do more?
I hate doing one thing for too long, and I'm trying to get out of that habit. But it's like there's only so many times.
Okay, so two questions. Why do you hate doing the same? I know, just bear with me. Why do you hate doing the same thing?
Mostly because fingers cramp up, but also just like I hate doing something one note for too long.
You can like try changing a rhythm if you want it, you know.
No, that's what I was doing, but I just felt like I played too many spicy notes.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you want to change it up, you don't have to necessarily change the notes you're playing. You change the rhythm. And like what are you doing? You're like boom.
It was a slide on.
Like a slide, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to do like. I was trying to do stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would just like if you're doing like, you can obviously chime in after, but like if what you're doing a million times is like, you know, you could be like, you know, or just like.
Right, so the rhythmic variety is what you
Yeah.
can do with that same idea.
That's
yeah,
all I was saying.
Yeah. But wait, I wanted to get at the heart of this because, forgive me for being so meta, but you said it's mostly about like your hands, it's about your physical thing. That's why you hate doing the same thing. It's not that you're getting bored, or is it some of that too?
90% fingers. Actually, no. 80% fingers. 20% just like I'm bored.
Okay, all right, cool. So here's what I'll suggest, and we have talked about this a little bit. I might actually tell you. So I would turn the bass up a little bit.
That's as
A
loud.
little bit. That's the.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
let's
trying to figure it out, but
just
that
a
was
little
low.
bit there.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So now, but again, so I think, honestly, this is a really important thing I think people don't talk about in playing, which is like strategies, like athletic strategies, like how do you actually manage your body maintaining the same thing? You know what I mean? Because sometimes like you have to modify, right? Like so if you're in the middle of a song and you're like fuck, and you experience this a little bit more. Like drummers are a little bit more pressing into this because you actually find different ways to play the same thing or something similar. And this is actually common. This is really common with punk drummers too, because like when you're playing at these fast tempos all the time, like sometimes you gotta like instead of go cat making sure that like you give your body enough space. So I guess all I'm suggesting is by turning up the volume, now you should be able to try and play that same riff, but play as lightly as possible. Okay, try even lighter. Yeah, play it as lightly as possible. Okay, okay, so now you've gone a little, yes. Okay, so let me ask a question. Does that feel easier for you at that volume level, or no?
Playing the same. It feels about the same.
Mm-hmm. It still feels like there's I feel like I'm hearing tension in the way you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to encourage you to try and play as lightly as you possibly can. Find like the least amount of physical energy that is still gonna make the note sound. Because on an amplified instrument you can modify the volume without you having to like
Take it easy by turning
pluck it out
yourself
with
up
your
instead of
fingers
plucking
as much,
yourself
right?
up. It's not pressure.
Try it one more time for me. Okay, good. So here's what I'm gonna say. For now, Yusuf, let's go back to just playing. Leave the slide off. That's a modification you can make. Right. Right. And that's what I was, not to be weird, but like that's like your MVP, like your minimal viable playing. So like the point is like you find the easy thing, and then when you want to add that slide, Now it's a spicy.
That's the spicy.
Turn the
yeah.
slice. Okay.
The
Turn
spicy is the slide.
The spice
Okay.
threshold needs to be low.
Right. You starting at ghost peppers or whatever. I'm sorry, no.
All right.
And the ghost pepper's a little. I'm being a little hyperbolic here, but
Okay.
so it started at a lower threshold, and then you can raise it up by doing something a little bit more ambitious. Make sense?
Mhm.
And that's gonna help your hands, and musically, actually, it'll create more variety. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay. So just make this like that. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what else? Where are we at? Let's try and play that again.
Wait, what are we doing? I also didn't know what we're doing.
Oh, that's doing the same like A note thing.
Are we doing the same note or like the variation?
The idea is the note. The core concept is the note, and then you can move. You actually have freedom to play with other notes, but just make sure you land back on that note. Do that.
Is this
Where-
scene on the couch?
Once again,
Yeah, like don't lose track of your. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, let's do it one more
The
time.
same exact thing.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna need you to do though.
What is snow? Oh, sorry. What?
Oh, that's
Sounds
Palo
like a
Santo,
sandalwood.
right?
Sounds like Christmas. Oh, I burned some Palo Santo. Sorry, I didn't ask for allergies.
Oh, it's okay. Can we burn no more things?
No more
Is
things.
that okay?
Yeah, no more
I'm very bad at breathing. Like it's just
No,
like
that's-
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
skill.
I feel like that's
yeah,
real.
yeah, thank you.
Skill issue.
Let's get.
It's a skill issue. That's crazy.
It's
Okay,
not
alright.
just me.
So here's what I'm gonna say. So let's do this one last time. Cause now, look guys, I think I've made my point. We're gotta get to chord progressions, but but let's try this one last time. And what was my point to you? Oh, you sing very quietly. So we can try and compensate with dynamics. However, I do want to see you try and project a little more. So I think that's what I want you to be. You know, obviously don't do anything to the if it starts to feel injurious. Yes, bringing the mic closer. Yes.
Right.
But yeah, just give us a little bit more projection. And if you're finding difficulties, we can talk more about it later. Okay? All right. Last round of the one note sound. 1, 2, 3. Same idea.
Same riff type thing.
Same right, yeah. We gotta turn up, Tristan. All right, hold on. I'm gonna give suggestions now. So yeah, again, in the world of simplicity, who is the drummer in the band? Everyone is the drummer in the band. So your rhythm feels vague.
Yeah.
And so this is again the core word, simplify. So honestly, if you were just going key in the right key, right? Yeah, cool, Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like now we're in there. But just make sure it's something consistent as your foundation. And then you can do all these other rhythms in between. Same idea.
Yeah.
The same way we're talking about A flat as your gravity. Just make sure you have this strong pulse.
Right.
And then you can add other things to it. Alright? Alright, let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Ah! And we can actually all come in at this point. Tristan. Yeah. Yeah, just focus on consistency. lose our minds. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. I think we stretched one note as far as we can stretch it at this moment. Now, I do want to leave this moment by saying there are infinite possibilities around one note, around one chord. Like if this chord idea we talked about, when a master musician could do this for 3 fucking hours and you wouldn't get bored. Right? So a lot of times we make the mistake of thinking more content. Like, oh, if I add all these spicy changes or these spicy rhythms, it's like, but you're not doing it good. It's more important for us to do something that, there's this fine line of taking risks, but it is better for us to, be very intentional and focused with a small amount of material than kind of willy-nilly with a lot of stuff.
It's like that. It's like the movie. It's like the movie The Menu.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I related to The Menu a lot.
I don't think it was that good.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I liked it. That's not I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't like
It was
amazing.
mid?
It was kind of mid, in my opinion.
Oh, interesting.
But it applies to. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen or anything, but it applies to this moment.
Which part of the movie? I'm trying to remember.
Like when they're making all these ridiculous meals that everyone is thinks is high art, insane, and the meal. I mean that's the point of the movie, right? It's and then the meal is bread, a bread thing without the bread, and it's just the oil on the side, and everyone's like, wow, it's so profound. And then Anya Taylor-Joy's make me a burger, and it's this big thing, and if they can do it or not,
Right.
She's basically her point in saying that is I don't want to eat your pretentious bullshit. With all the bells and whistles, I want to see what you can do with just the bare essentials, make me a good cheeseburger.
Exactly.
A good bread.
Yeah, and I think.
It wasn't the burger.
Yeah,
And it was
but that's what caused the revolution in that little.
Yeah, and that's what brought the joy back.
That's what brought
That's
the
what
joy
Anya
back.
Taylor
That's what brought
back.
the passion back. Basics.
Yeah, and honestly,
Fucking
that is something we deal with. I think as musicians constantly. Just for a second, let's talk about it. The amount of anxiety has to do, I think, a lot with we're in our heads instead of in our bodies. We're not making music. We're not focused on the music making. We're focused on being impressive, or we're focused on coming with something that sounds interesting, but that actually drains the experience as opposed to gives to it oftentimes, right? So in this example now, I guess the point I'm making is look, James Brown. Am I gonna go there? Yeah, I'm gonna go there. First of all, James Brown can sit on one chord and you are not bored. 15-minute songs, and you're not can it be over? Why is that? One chord, right? But it's. I'm gonna be super real with y'all. This is gonna get social political for a second.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like what you say, novelty is one way to be great, but not the only way.
Well, honestly, yes, it is. It absolutely is. But I actually think what I'm trying to, it's a psychological, maybe philosophical, maybe even spiritual question, because, James Brown is example. See, part of. Okay.
My bad. I gotta head to my
No, thanks for
I
coming.
gotta head
Thanks
to
for
my
coming.
spot. Nah, thanks, bro.
No.
I'll see you every week.
Yeah, brother.
All right.
I just don't want to
You
lose
understand?
track of my little.
Yeah, no more.
James
Do
Brown.
this more quietly.
James Brown, one note, 15 minutes.
No, we'll take a break. We'll take a break for Tyrez, who
Okay.
has an important show. No, I'm pretty.
Oh,
Oh, you do?
Okay, now he's gonna drag it out.
Have fun.
Appreciate you, brother.
all right now.
Yeah.
I will people laugh.
This is our relationship. Yeah.
I see you soon. I see you Saturday. You going?
Yeah.
All right, Holmes.
Appreciate you, brother.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate this. Thank you. I can see you next week. Thank you.
So the point I'm making is that, look, a lot of the stuff we're playing is Black American music, and so we have to talk about the Black experience honestly, because this is my belief. But when you are not coming from a standpoint of, oh, I have access to everything, you have to make what you have work, right? But in that space, you new things are invented. Right? And magic happens. And that's often what I think is missing in a lot of these contests, because people go to school and they get all the notes.
That's so true. That's so true.
I literally, look, there are places in the world, this is I love saying this, there are places in the world where they can't afford all 12 notes. Some niggas can only afford 3 notes. Literally, they fashioned a guitar out of some coat hangers and a fucking cardboard box, and they can afford 3 notes. And you listen to these like kids in different regions of the world, and in Africa and India and all this, and they don't have like the resources to even buy a professional instrument, but they take what they have, and you're like, this is jamming. Sometimes they don't even have, sometimes all they're using is their chest and their voice, and you don't feel like you're missing anything.
Or like water drumming.
Or like water
It's
drumming.
like
That's an example. There's a
like
million examples.
philosophical thing too, in the sense of like, access to like information, or just like,
Exactly.
or just like coming at music from a place of community and like wanting to make everyone around you like feel better about whatever it is, as opposed to just like coming into a jam or a music scenario and just like trying to flex. Because I don't think that kid with like 3 strings in Western Madagascar is like, I want to go to this jam session and like flex on all these
Right.
homies. It's like, no, he just wants to like, I would imagine.
No, low key, in a strange way, it's like flashing cash.
Yeah.
Like almost actually.
That's good.
Your Western music and society like revolves around this idea of excess and like abundance of information, but we don't really actually know half the information we know. You know what I'm saying? Or 90% of the information. Like we have access to all this information and we vaguely are familiar with it. Versus A flat. See what I'm saying? So that's the philosophical switch, because once you start to realize that, with one note and like, some like strong rhythm, good articulation, you have the entire universe at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? But it starts there. The more that, once you get into that philosophy, then you can add, then it's like, oh shit, 2 notes? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like a perspective shift. It's like, I'm so grateful to have these 2 notes. What? I can have 3 notes? 4? 4 notes? That's great. I'm sorry, now I'm getting excited. There are 4 notes? That's crazy.
And the fourth
Wow.
one tastes good.
You said what?
And the fourth one tastes good. I love how I don't know. I also think there's something that Jordan Kerr, for all of you who know Jordan Kerr, said. He has this little card on his table, and it says "limit yourself" in all caps.
Yes.
And I thought it was a joke at first on don't limit yourself, but then he was like, no, I mean that very literally, because if you don't give yourself constraints, you will never be genuinely creative.
Yes, people think freedom is, the way people approach freedom is aimless. It's like they think by having no conditions, it makes you feel good about yourself, but I don't actually think that's how you, at least.
It's really hard to create when there are no rules.
Exactly.
No conditions at all.
Exactly, and that is what.
It's difficult to create good art when you're happy all the time.
Well, hold on, that's a whole nother.
I more saw it as
That's a different philosophical question.
No, but
the
it's
worst,
None
the
of us
class,
know.
the art, the only
You mean the
art class I
experience, the
almost
full
failed in
experience
was
of
the
life,
one
you
like
mean?
that, where you just
What?
they just
Wait, hold on,
gave
one
you
thing at a
the
time, hold on, hold on.
2 parameters,
Is this the
and I was go
yeah.
crazy. I almost failed that class because of that. Sorry, I was just relating it to the too much freedom concept. And I was saying the only art class I actually failed was a class like that, where it was just here's you just gotta do this and that, go nuts, and there was it was just whatever I wanted, and I did not know what to do, so I just overthought everything.
And then
Right.
did nothing.
And I know.
Not even did nothing, just did it
Arguably,
badly.
that's a lack of intention in your art. When there's no foundation and grounding point,
I
there's
hate
no
that.
target.
I hated it.
You know?
I hated it. There has to be some sort of intention, and I guess the intention is the restraint, which
I think that people make the mistake of thinking what they're looking for is the next hard thing. Everyone's trying to add things onto their arsenal. It seems like in music, or in a lot of life. But what makes jazz work, and in my experience, what makes any of this work is actually making it as easy for yourself as possible. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how you're playing the bass. That's what I'm talking about in terms of target notes, because those skeletal structures, those simple concepts, those things that are easy to grasp, and you're just focusing on one note. You're not focused on the you're focused on the dot. And when you're focused on the dot, there's a million ways to get to the dot, but if you're cluttered, if you overly democratize and make all the notes matter evenly, it's fucking overwhelming for the human brain. So literally finding the simplicity. This is one of those things. Target notes, look it up. After you leave this place, look up target notes, see what additional information you can have. But this concept can take you really far because it's simple. Because it doesn't require you to overthink in the process. If you're thinking, let me be rhythmic, let me have a target note, you're already way ahead of a lot of people. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm supposed to be ordering food. Can you just order me
I'm
three
dead.
chicken tacos and I'll be excited. Or yeah, 3 chicken tacos. Yep. All right, perfect. So let's add. You guys want to add a second chord? How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we ready for a second chord?
I think so. I would love that.
Okay. So now, see now that we're all sufficiently exhausted with one note. Now 2 notes is gonna feel so fucking good. I also, Jen, would you mind sitting in for this portion?
Ooh.
Getting on the mic. Also give it up for Malia.
Malia.
And I liked the projection. You were projected. I heard you. You said what?
I remembered halfway through.
Okay. And I felt it when it happened. All right. So now, okay. So very briefly, here's honestly, and I may revise this, but this is really honestly, it's gonna sound crazy, but you only need 2 chords. 2 to 3 chords is all you're ever in a jam, at least initially in a jam context. That's all you need. But if you were, I don't know, mathematical about it, even just the matrix of possibilities between 2 is so vast. That's why I'm saying this. If you create the parameter of like, okay, my choice is, let me pick, all right, what are we in A? A flat? I always go minor because I like it. The matrix of like, okay, the choice is literally, next time I'm gonna do the math so I sound more impressive, but the point is it's like, if I'm choosing a song, I'm gonna just give a couple examples, just so you understand what I'm saying. So, okay, let's, simple stuff. Here's one thing. That's 2 chords. Okay, now let me do another one. Similar. Okay, one more time. Okay, now let me do something different. Hold on. Okay, now let me do something slightly different. That's the 3rd chord. Okay, one more. I'll do. Let's see. Let me do something weird. I could do that all day and have, and again, because I have my central planet, the planet of A flat, I know that I can stretch, but I always know where my home base is, right? Have y'all been exhausted by my 2-step example yet? Who knows the 2-step? I haven't talked about the 2-step. You've heard the 2-step.
Like the dance?
Like the dance.
Okay.
Wait, literally like the dance?
Literally like the dance. All right, so in short, what I'm saying is this is how I want you to visualize it. The reason a 2-step is so important is because you have it's something simple you can do that keeps you in the dance. Okay, so if you dancing, and don't judge me, but if you dance and you got your 2-step.
Oh, okay.
You're just.
Okay, you got your little 2-step, right? This is a very powerful thing because you might be like, ooh, let me just. Okay, and now here's the thing. You might do a. But sometimes you'll hit it, you'll land it, you think of an impressive move, and sometimes it'll land and sometimes it won't. But as long as you know where your A flat is, where your 2-step is, that allows you to stretch out farther without getting too far off track. You're always realigned, is basically the idea. You have something that centers you in the music, no matter what. And that's whether you're soloing, That's single line, that's chords, that's anything. Yes, you just have your, and if you started looking at dancers like this, honestly, you're gonna see that a lot. Whether you're talking about like b-boys with their up rock, like, you know, people have like, there's like a core move and then they do all sorts of other bullshit, whatever. But there is a core move or a six step, and that's also breakdance, whatever. Or salsa or rumba or like West African dance. You're gonna see common things that are the foundational movement, and then a dancer will improvise. Did you want to give an example, or are you just vibing?
It's in West African, it's called the break.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. It's called the break? What does that look like? Can you give an example? Do you mind?
It depends on what the dance is. It's like there's a break for each like dance and like rhythm.
Right.
It's usually like it's like and it's like yeah. It's
Right,
like
okay, right.
background.
So you mean like the call, yes, the break or the call, there's a rhythmic thing that lets you know you're supposed to do this
like,
movement. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
usually is like the most simple version of whatever the rest of the dance is.
Okay, right. Exactly. So, and it is, just so you know, like we have breaks too. That's shared language.
That's the thing? Oh.
Yeah. So, but that's the concept here, right? So now let's pick two chords. Yep. So we want to do A flat. Let's see. Let's do A flat. Guys, pick a random note. What's the second note?
E flat.
You said E?
I said E flat, but
E flat?
That was on 5.
C? We're gonna do C.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm gonna try to make a point. So now, so the notes are, that's A flat. Oh yeah.
Right here.
4? 4 on E? Oh, okay.
Okay, then
Wait, is that me? Suspicious. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I don't know how that happened.
your describing you shoot that wire line.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Okay.
Okay, right. So let's just do like a 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Turn it off for me, Tristan. Oh, we losing a little bit. Let's try it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that feel like it's lacking anything? Does it feel like it needs a third chord?
No.
Not really. I like this.
Right. This feels like
Yeah.
natural. It feels like it's complete.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want the mentality shift to be like, okay, yeah, 2 chords is enough. Go into it being like, let me pick 2 notes, let me pick 2 chords, and just make sure that the rhythm is like easily understandable, and you're already like 90% there to a great jam. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So Jen, I want you at this point. Because I'm trying to make sure that we're getting into the content of like, all right, for vocalists, like what should vocalists do or what makes it easy? So I would like to, we've already talked about just having like a central note, and then I want to talk about like, when you're trying to come up with something to say, what do you think? What do you think about? Do you have go-tos?
What do you mean by that? Like when I hear music and I want to sing something? Like
Yeah.
do
Like
I-
how do you go about it? What happens in your
I
mind?
feel like a beat it says is saying what it's correct to me.
Okay. So you're like you just listen and
Yeah.
and you receive and something
Yeah.
usually comes to you.
There we go.
Do you feel like something always comes to you or not always?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like the sound. Yeah. That I'm just gonna mimic the sound. I like just the sound alone, so no words.
So sometime a word doesn't come to you, but a sound comes to you.
Because like you know how everybody asks like, do you rather the beat or the lyrics? That was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Facts. Thank you for saying this, so I didn't have to. Anyway.
She touched me without my consent.
HR!
Whoa.
Did you at least ask for consent?
Go sit over there.
Alright, answer first. You colonized this couch.
No!
How did I do? That's
You're
gonna be a
teaching
fighting
me
word.
too
Guys.
much. You're teaching me
I don't know how to
too
be
much.
Right. Every week at the jam, have we learned nothing?
It's not hard, it's not.
Colonized.
I'm the always consistent.
Humanity first.
I would. Yo.
You do come more than him. Anyway, I'm sorry. To the jam, I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
Oh shit,
I think he's taking sides.
No, I would never.
Hey!
I am a neutral party.
Oh,
You're both wrong.
Oh wow.
So just,
That makes sense.
That means you're both right.
Wow.
Yo.
you were both incorrect. Love you. Anyway, so this,
Let's do this.
let's do this. But no. I was gonna ask. Actually, Amule, you know what? That's the problem. You guys are in the back, you know.
I'm not president. I was trying to be president.
All right. I'm actually gonna change seat assignments in a minute. This is crazy.
I'm dead. You already like I'm not a part of this.
Imagine separating yourself. Literally. You know what? I'm put myself on
I
time.
refuse to be a part of this.
Since Amulia, since you have so much time for horseplay, okay, can you express to us, like, when you hear music, what's happening in your mind? How do you come up with an idea of what to sing about?
Like, first I panic.
That's real.
And then
We'll address that. Yeah.
sometimes there's already words in the room, and I'm like, okay, I like pick one of those and like kind of think about what that means to me
Mm-hmm.
instead of like what they're talking about. Or I have something that I'm like sad and cranky about, and then that's usually what I have the most to say about and complain about. So
Okay,
I'll
nice.
put that in song form.
Okay, nice. So yeah, I just wanted to bring up that. So it's nice if divine intervention, divine inspiration hits all the time, but sometimes low key it don't, or sometimes it doesn't come when you want it to. It works on its own timing, right? So I find it's good to have practical things, go-tos, to allow us to like jumpstart the process. Now sometimes that process like can be just like I'm gonna say some random things and be okay with what comes out, and something will come out of that. But there are also what I find to be like core questions or ideas you could ask yourself in order to generate a beginning for a song idea. And so like I'll give you a couple examples. First of all, an easy one is like, what am I feeling right now?
Yeah.
But you also have to be willing to sing about whatever.
But also usually I'm confused, so sometimes that doesn't help.
Wait, so you don't want to sing about your confusion?
Well, in the sense of
Yeah,
like,
confusion's also.
like, okay, usually I'm confused, and then I can figure out my feelings by writing a song, but like I feel like that's harder in jams than it is in like general songwriting.
Okay, right. And that's fair, because that's one access point I think people go to
There's less
more
to
commonly is feelings. But so let me give you just a couple ideas, right? A real good one is you pick someone you want to talk to, and you just sing at them whatever it is you want to say. So that could be God, that could be Trump, that could be your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, that could be your current boyfriend or girlfriend, it could be someone in the crowd, it could be I want to sing to music, it could be I want to sing to peace, I want to sing to a concept. You know what I mean? So like something you can easily do is like you just gotta pick. So maybe you pick somebody in the room, or you pick you find a person and you speak to that person, or maybe you just speak to yourself, and that's different than like, hey, how do I feel? Rather versus like, what would I say to myself right now? Yeah? Why don't we try that? Jen, are you open to talking to yourself on the
I
mic?
already had something to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. You know what?
Speaking,
You
but
got-
I don't have a. If
You
I
know
was
what?
myself, it wouldn't be good.
You know what?
It would be very negative. So
Oh.
I'm not doing that today.
Felt that.
Oh, I want to dig into that at some point though.
No,
but
we don't complain. I have nothing to complain about.
Wow. I'm gonna leave it alone for now.
Venting is free.
But I think there's some powerful
I do,
things.
man. Trust me. I do.
There's some powerful things you're saying from a musical context as well as like personally. So if you feel like you have a lot of negative self-talk or you vent a lot, that's something to consider. We'll come back to that. But you already have shit to say, so we're fine. Let's pick our
Just
two.
one thing.
We're back on our
Just
two
one
chords.
thing.
I need those,
Just one thing.
please. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
A flat to C. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what happened? that one feel to y'all?
I didn't like it. It was different.
Why does everyone that I
something-
like, everyone just doesn't?
No, okay, let me not say I
Not
don't like it at all. I
everyone.
feel like it was kind of hard to catch it. Like sometimes it's like I don't know where to enter.
That's interesting. Well, let's talk about when you enter, but first, I disagree. I thought that was great. I thought you sounded really good. I think you picked a really good part.
I was here for it.
I like the lyrics. I like the melody. I felt like it was grooving along with what everything else was doing. So, respectfully, I disagree.
Well,
I liked it a lot. How did y'all feel? Did y'all like this one?
Yeah.
I couldn't really hear her.
That's real.
And then, like, what I could hear, I feel like it didn't gel. But, like, I don't know if, like, I
Oh,
don't know,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
See, there you go. All right. See.
Got it. It felt very pretty and melodic.
Yeah, but like, I think maybe, like, you
Yeah.
guys can, I don't know what the speakers are, but I don't know, I just, from this point in the couch,
my zone.
All right, you're the breaking vote.
Yeah,
You're the breaking
her
vote.
speaker's pointing right towards me, so I heard.
That's
Yeah.
true.
She
Yeah,
always
I
says
heard
she's
you.
literally right
Yeah.
next to me.
yeah, Oscar, you're the breaking.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You're the.
Uh,
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy myself that much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Drop
what
that's not important.
was it? But we're talking specifically about this part versus the whole jam. What didn't you? What did?
About her part?
Yeah, we were talking about her part.
Okay. I felt like I liked it. I felt like it was kind of dissonant, which it was cool.
Uh huh.
I feel like maybe it would have sounded more better if like the band kind of picked up on it a little bit.
Okay.
Because it was obviously it wasn't like it was out of key, but it was like very much like there's a lot of like chromaticism happening.
What the fuck is I like that word? What is that?
There's like notes that are touching each other that aren't, you know.
Touching music?
Like
At least in my POV, I low-key thought I did, because she's like, I wanna see you. Was that what you were singing?
Yeah.
You were just
No,
like,
yeah, I love to see you.
and at least,
Yeah.
wanna see.
I was thinking about myself personally.
And I also express I'm always
I
really
really
scared.
I just really like how
the
it sounded, and then we were just
saxophone,
like,
you're scared.
the dynamic.
Yeah, like I'm like if we clash, because I feel like
low-key, I will say,
Is it not the
it
same?
is like different to like sing with you here. Because I feel like the sax,
Yeah.
like, cause I
I just
actually
hear
found
you.
it harder as well.
I
Singing is
see
like
what- I see about
sometimes
that.
you take a lead position,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you take like a background position,
Mhm.
which like as a vocalist, you usually in this room you usually never have to like think about
Right.
because there's no other like lead instrument when there's like one vocalist. So like I also found that like difficult.
Yeah, I might actually say it. I wish more like saxophonists, like horn players would think this way. It's more like a duet.
I mean, that's what I try to. I'm not like trying to intentionally like be the lead. all the
No,
time.
it's fine. You're not awful. Like I just like
I know you're not. I know I'm not saying.
it's just
you
like
said
a
that.
new dynamic, and I was like, fuck, I have to pay attention now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. But yeah, I think sometimes there are times where it was feeling like a little much in the. I felt
like,
that
I
way.
wasn't-
There was a
I
little
wasn't, like,
overlapping.
There wasn't anything clear that I felt like I should add.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, like, personally, didn't enjoy it as much. Cause like I felt like it was kind of didn't need me.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I
So I
see.
just didn't feel the need to play much.
That's how I felt.
that's
when we were
exactly
playing.
how I feel.
Honestly,
There was a
I was
note
like, I
that you
don't
gave like
really
2
feel
weeks
like
ago
saying.
that was really useful.
But
Oh, I think it's relevant.
Well, I was stopping.
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Tristan, what were you saying?
Yeah, there was a note you gave like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago that was relevant,
Okay.
where you can do a
Why
call
would
and
you
response
stop
thing, where if the singer doesn't know where to.
Yeah,
to
and I
handle
think
with
you
someone
guys
else,
did
it's like-
that for like
Yeah.
when you were singing. You guys did like a call and response situation
Yeah.
kind of naturally.
true. I did hear that, but I just low-key felt the opposite in the sense that, like, at least in my POV, we were just trying to take turns. Like, you were the, what is it, metronome? Like, I feel like you were the metronome, and then it's just like, it was me trying to take turns with you, and then you trying to take turns with me, and then you, and then just finding, like, where the breaks are. It's just like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna go back to the target notes, and then that's why I hear it's low-key like double dutch.
Right. Well, let me say this, and then I think actually I'm gonna make one last point, and actually I think we should close on like a free moment. Let's all play, see where we go. No constraints. Just keep in mind what we talked about. So just make it sound good. You know what I mean? So the thing I'll say is it is important to know what our roles are. That's super important, and I'm not sure all the time that we are clear of that. And sometimes one instrument has a different role depending on the ensemble. For instance, guitar player, if they're a guitar player and a piano player, I see this all the time and it pisses me off as a piano player because when those roles aren't clear, it always sounds so muddy and ugly to me, and I'm like, I hate it so much. Like I have a personal gripe about that. But what I want to say is like, what I try to do is, if let's say I'm playing with a melodically heavy guitar player, then that means okay, I'm probably gonna play more like long, like more like paths, you know, like lush, just like letting the notes ring out, more like a choir, ooh, just like laying a textural background behind that, because then we're not gonna clash. But if we're both being like, if we're both the type of players who lean into like, oh, I love to do my little, and he's doing that too, it's gonna sound like shit. Yeah. So knowing our roles is super clear. Another way could be if they're a very rhythmic player, if they're like a then I can play a melodic role as an example. You know what I'm saying? So knowing the role, though I said that is just to say like, I think that's what we're talking about right now actually in general. It's really not knowing what our place is. And therefore how we can sound good in the ensemble. So the core, in my opinion, right? The core responsibility of us, the bass and the drums, right? You're gonna be doing, it's more of an advanced technique for you to be doing call and response in a certain way. Your relationship is actually more about, it's about like we're like a couple. Like we should be locked in as much as possible, and then that lays the groundwork for everyone else to do a lot of this like call and response work on a basic level. There's definitely a world where you hear something and you're, I like the way you move. Like you can also, like great bass players do stuff like that, but that is not your primary role in most of these musical contexts. The musical context for me is more like we're laying the bed. We're laying the foundation for everyone to sit on, right? Mm-hmm. And then, now in this context, so since you're the only harmonic player, you could play a variety of roles. But I might say, if you know there's a saxophonist and a vocalist, or 2 or 5, then it's maybe less useful for you to play another melodic part.
Right, more.
And when you could play open chords, or you could play a rhythmic part that accentuates what's happening with the rhythm section. Right. See what I'm saying? Okay. Now, I guess lastly, what I would say is for the voices, because that's what I always see is ultimately I look at horn players and vocalists as voices, right? You play actually a lot of the same role oftentimes, and that's often where the clashing comes, because then when you have both, now you honestly have like a diva contest, like yeah, like you're like, you know, like snatching wigs and shit, low key, like so. See, this is what I'm talking about.
See how I'm like so in the right.
Yeah,
situation?
not so on the right. That's
I was
crazy.
sitting here the entire time.
You were.
Jeez, keeps touching
Yes,
me.
you're a perfect angel, Oscar, and you can do no wrong.
I needed that. What is it?
Okay, but in short, so this is what I want to say for the vocalists, and I would like to get you on one more time on the mic for this last section, and I would love both of y'all honestly to do like back and forth, which is when you do need to know who is in the foreground, who's in the background. So I think there was a little bit of a discernment of like, I think in most cases the vocalist is going to end up being the foreground. Yeah. And then you need to know how to play background vocals basically.
Okay.
Right? Now, that being said, what we haven't explored in this jam, explored in this workshop today has been over time what happens, because what I've been trying to encourage more is like, you know, okay, a vocalist sings a part, and then there should be a moment where you start and then the vocalist should stop singing.
Yeah.
That's no shade to anyone here. I just hate when that happens when a musician very clearly makes an indication like I'm about to go, and vocalists are used to not listening, and no shade to vocalists because musicians also don't listen to vocalists at all either. But they're used to that it just being background noise, and then they just sing over top it as opposed to let me take a moment. So that's I think what we can do here is like, let's be sensitive to each other. there's a such thing as like a call, like hey, like I'm letting you know either with my body or like a what's the like a turnaround, like a downbeat, like let me know, letting the rest of the band know, oh, I'm about to go off and take leadership, right? So what I'd love to, okay, let's play a jam again, and now the idea would be just what was, oh, I already lost it. At some point I want you to solo, but I want you to know your position as a background vocalist, and I actually think you'll enjoy yourself more that way. Because what we haven't done, we've been basically doing grids. We haven't been doing songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't been doing peaks and valleys, so it can get really stale. We're just been dealing with like skeletal structures, right? Okay. So let's try and do more like a song now. Let's do a jam that's more of a song. At least give it a little space so it can be that way. So Jen, I just want you to be very sensitive when you start hearing the saxophone do a lot of notes.
Yeah.
For lack of a, like when they're taking up a lot of space, think of it like if another singer was like, ah, yeah, then you know, like, all right, let me chill the fuck out, like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Close enough, I'm done.
All right. Are we gonna keep those same two chords? Are we go with those same two chords for now?
Yeah. Do you think I can still like move up and down the tempo?
Whatever.
I can do chords, or should I stop
Yeah.
since we're basically married music-wise?
The well, you can do different rhythms,
Alright.
if that's what you're suggesting.
Yeah, I really like what I was doing.
Guys, just for the sake of it, let's just do a 1/4.
Cool.
Yeah. By the way, because
Alright.
a 1/4 progression is gonna work 100% of the time, 90% of the time. You know what I mean? So just like again, and what is a 1? So Yusef. So the 1 we're still gonna say in A flat
To C sharp.
to C sharp.
4 on the A.
Oh, 4. Oh, I thought you said 3 on the A.
No, before we're doing something different.
Oh, we did. Oh, okay.
4 on the E, then 4 on the A.
Right. So we'll go. Now, 1/4. All right, let's try to get this jam formed. Minor. He's so happy. All right, so the key here, communicate who's gonna start. You know what I mean? Someone come up with an idea, they start it off, and then someone else needs to vibe for the sound space, the lead space.
You start.
All right, hold on, keep going. Julia, I want you in on this too. Sit next to Jen.
Wait. If I bring glass in here.
Let's just move that case, yeah.
Feeling
Clap for yourself.
That was
guys.
such a good one, guys. Hello. I was here for it. I was here for this.
Okay, dope. I thought that came together. Any last impressions based on that last one? Anything you guys want to say? You feel good about it?
Felt better, yeah.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
What I think is, and I'm to be honest with y'all, I'm still figuring out the best format in order to like streamline this process. What I feel like we will get into more next time is the storytelling aspect of things, right? There's like okay, how can we get these foundational things out of the way so that we can focus on the stuff we really want to talk about, which is like the peaks and the valleys, and like how do we create different texture and different energy, and like, you know, fucking enjoy playing music, right? You know? But great class, guys. Thank y'all so much. As always, we're gonna be back next Thursday, 7 to 9. A little background music, amazing. One note samba, whatever. Oh no, yeah, isn't she lovely? And the Venmo is Zavin Plays, ZAVEN PLAYS on Venmo or Cash App. I also take cash. $20 sliding scale. Thank you so much. And please also don't neglect to tell me if there are specific things you want to deal with in these classes, because I can start like integrating them into the lesson plan. You know, the idea of what the night should look like. But thank you again.